Welcome to my channel. My name's Gary and I'm here for another version of my review of a product which I've acquired for my own usage. So I haven't been paid by the manufacturer to do this review. It is purely a product that I've acquired myself for my own usage. I have had this particular product for just over a month now, so I've had time to have a little play with it. And what are we looking at? We are looking at a Groov.e battery charger with a difference in that it's got a little solar array that you can just see on the front there, hopefully, if that's focused in. So it's there's the packaging for it. The name is just on the side there, Groov.e. I'll just do a close-up of it a bit later. Just to go through some of the features on it, it is basically a battery charger. So if you're out and about on a long train journey, you're travelling, or you just need extra battery for your phone or your iPlayer or MP3 player or whatever you need it for, which you'd normally charge up via a USB port. This provides you with additional battery power. Just to run through some of the numbers, it's made by Groov.e. It's the battery charger with a solar panel. It's got a built-in battery indicator, which I'll show you when we have a closer look. So it's got little lights that light up that show you the indicator. It has a 3,600 milliamp hour capacity. Now I've got a Samsung 8 and it's just enough just to charge up the Samsung 8. So I think that my phone is around about 3,000 milliamp capacity, so it's just enough for that. It'll charge up my MP3 player probably about 3 times. I've got a watch that I charge up through a USB, and it'll charge that up about 4 times, something like that. So it's reasonable capacity. Not the biggest of capacities. You can get bigger capacities on the market, but it's a reasonable capacity. It's got a lithium polymer battery. The input is a fairly standard 4.5 volt to 5.8 volts at 1 amp. The output is quite interesting because it's a standard 5 volt output, but it will vary between 1 amp and 2 amp depending on the product that you are charging. The manufacturers claim to charge the whole of the battery from flat between 4 and 5 hours via a USB port. Now the self-charging through the solar panel array, we will come to that, but the manufacturers claim a self-charge of 25 hours. And I'll say a little bit more about that, because one of the features that you're going to be looking at is the solar array. And is it worth it, and does it charge up? Well, we will see. Let's have a closer look. Okay, so in the box you get the battery charger itself. You can see the solar array there. Come to that in a second. Obviously standard box, and you get a Groov.e bag. Keep it in good condition. Okay, you also get a USB cable. On the end here you have a little adapter with different ends, so you can charge different things with it. So put that aside for a minute and just go over the unit. Fairly well made. I think it's probably plastic, I'm not too sure. On the top here you get an indicator, which you probably see is lit up there in blue. and if I put my hand over the solar array, you'll see it go out. And back on again, it comes back on again. So even with the lights in here, it is indicating that the solar array is charging. These two lights here indicate how much amperage has been drawn from the battery when you got something charged in, when you got something plugged in rather, and then these four lights here indicate the level of the battery. So if I just going to plug my phone in, okay, and then you'll notice it doesn't actually switch on straight away. You've actually got to switch it on to get it working. So that's indicating that it's now discharging at 5 volts at 1 amp and that the battery's full. So as my phone charges up and this battery discharges, so the lights will start to go out. Once my phone is actually fully charged, or whatever product that you're charging is fully charged, it'll switch itself off, which is pretty good. That it doesn't overcharge whatever you're charging; it will just switch itself off. So that's pretty good. So it's fairly straightforward, and then I'll just press the button again to turn it off, and then unplug my phone. So that's the battery. Okay, so that's the close look. Big question, does the solar array work? Well, there are some other considerations as well, depending on how you're looking to use it. If you're going to put it in this little pouch, it's going to protect the solar array, because the solar array can get damaged, and that's the last thing that you want. Does it work? Well, I put it on test, and admittedly it is in November. And when I put it on test to see if it'll recharge itself, what I found is that I put it on the dashboard of my Land Rover, and whenever I could, I parked so that they would get direct sunlight. We did have good weather at the time, but in Jersey and the Channel Islands, we're just south of the UK. So I found after 3 days it did not recharge itself. Having said that, I think if I was in the south of France, or I was somewhere further south in the Caribbean or something like that, I'd say that you've got a better chance of it recharging itself within the 24 hours that the manufacturers claim. In the top part of the northern hemisphere, I think you're going to struggle. So if you're looking to go on camping trips and expect to keep your phone charged just with this alone, I think you're going to be disappointed. If you're looking for something that's going to keep itself charged, because these batteries do discharge over a period of time, then I think that it's probably great just to keep it topped up and keep it self-charged, just topping it up. But the way that I'm using it is I'm tending to use it as a battery, just charging it, and then I'm recharging it back up on the USB port, and then I'm leaving it in the sunshine just to keep it topped up. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. I think it's a great product. I really like it, and I haven't had any problems with it, and I like the fact that the battery is kept topped up with a solar array. Would I want to rely on it totally to actually charge up my products or phone or whatever solely? I would say no on that score, not in this part of the world that we are at. So that pretty much sums it. If you like the video and you'd like to see more random reviews of products, then subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to comment if you want to place any comments. I'll put a link to Amazon, so if you want to have a look on the product on Amazon, then you can go onto the link. If you do decide to buy this product or any other product on Amazon through this link, I do get a small commission, Doesn't cost you anything anymore, but it is appreciated to help to support my channel. And thank you for watching. See you again soon.